Well, hello there, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am Tyler Hayes, and thank you for joining me this evening. We're going to change things up a little bit here, going back to the diecast showcasing for you, because this is actually going to be a showcase. But before we get that far, let's have a look at some other hauls before we get to the most recent ones that I have that I'll add to my collection. So let's take a look at each one. Alright, now that we have a better look at it from this angle, we'll start off with the Matchbox casting to begin with. Right now you're looking at a detailed version of the Ford E350 ambulance from Matchbox. As you can see, it is in the Santa Ursula ambulance service, also known as SUAS, ambulance 41. No bad details on there, even though I gave it some more look to it, just to make sure it looks exactly like the real life one out there. Going to the back now. So as you can see, I did pretty good detailing on it as well, despite having a little bit of overcolor to it, just to give it all I got. So that's the Ford E350 ambulance of the Santa Ursula Ambulance Services, number 41. Next casting I have lined up, also from Matchbox, is the 94 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. First casting since mid-2022. So it's a real nice casting, as you can see there. You can see the Mitsubishi emblem on the nose there. Headlight details are plastic, with the exception of the marker lights still on the front. I detailed the wipers on it, just to make sure, because it kind of lacks detail on the wipers on there. But I'll give it some more look to it. Looking to the back, you can see the license plate with the Mitsubishi emblem on there, and the taillight detailing as well. And it is pretty amazing. As we go further, a special shout out to Paul from the Daily Dose, bringing the news about that. Also from Champion DJK, special thank you to him as well for showing off the models in a more perspective of the actual model itself. So let's go ahead and move on to the next casting I have. Alright, the next casting up, this one from Ertl, with the collaboration from Tommy. You're now looking at the 2021 Ford Ranger XLT FX4. A bit of detail on there, but it is real nice. No see-through windows on that, which is unfortunate. Looking to the back there, you can see the taillight detail and the molded Ranger lettering on the tailgate. Tooling on a third brake light as well. the 2021 Ford Ranger. Now, this vehicle may be interesting for you because I'm sure some folks may have showed this one off. It was real nice to it. And you're looking at a Miho exclusive, I think, but I might be wrong there. It's actually a hobby exclusive, actually. You're now looking at the Union Pacific Railroad Police vehicle there, and that is a 2018 Dodge Durango from Greenlight Collectibles. Really got good detail on it, with the exception of a couple of quality issues on there. As you can see, there may be some fingerprinting on there, especially is the worst of the quality issue on the front passenger side there on the right side of the vehicle. Some on that. You can see the tinted window detailing on this as well. Some more detailing on the back end. As you will see, that this has the inserted headlight detail and what appears to be painted taillight details on the back. So there you go. That is the 2018 Dodge Durango and the Union Pacific Railroad Police coloring with the Union Pacific Herald on there from Greenlight Collectibles as a hobby exclusive. Alright, for the next casting here, sometimes I have a little trouble pronouncing this one out, but at least it was worth a shot. You know, as part of a Hot Wheels Car Culture Premium lineup, and right now you are looking at the Audi S4 Quattro. Nice color to it on that casting. And this is the second of a 5-car set there. Which is not too bad though, but nothing wrong with it. Really love the details inside and out. So it really stands out. It's got that sunroof detail on there. I like it. There you go, that is the Audi S4 Quattro. Here's what it looks like from the set. This was the packaging style of that. I decided to cut it up, and it would make a good decoration for on the wall. Yep. The Dietzelend design. Hopefully I pronounced it right. But if you need me to help you, well, if you can help me correct it, and see if I pronounced it right, please leave a kind comment down below, so that way if I need to make a pronunciation correction, so that way I can say the term right, I would appreciate that. Alright, with the next casting up here, I decided to change the viewpoint of that. Sorry for my hand in the background, but that's okay. But I thought this next casting I'd show off from M2 Machines would be pretty appropriate for now. You are looking at the 1985 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z LSX Twin Turbo. Now, if you're probably wondering why there is the LSX twin turbo lettering on this casting. This appears to really be a drag strip car by the look of it, because you can see the roll cage detail inside the interior. Let's turn to the front there, you can see the inserted headlight details, and if you can see in the detailing on the nose there, those are the LS6 twin turbochargers. Oh, those are really nice ones. I'm not sure if those are 66 millimeter or bigger than 66 millimeter. What are your thoughts on that? You can leave a comment down below about it. And you can see the skinnies up front as well, especially that cowl hood on there, because the hood actually opens up. So I think that is a 4-inch cowl hood on there, shrunk down to scale. Chevrolet bow tie on the rear window. And you can see the big meats of the slicks back there, and the nice headlight taillight details there, and those are painted on. So there you go, that's the 85 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z LS6 twin turbo from them two machines. Pretty nasty race car if you ask me. Next casting up is from SpecCast. And this was recently scored a few weekends back, though it was near the middle of October. That is just real nice. Right now you're looking at a Peterbilt. I think it's a 378 there. We'll take a better look at it here in just a moment. I'll explain more. Alright, I'm going to make a little correction here, but this time I know what that is. Like I said, this is again from SpecCast, and sure is pretty big. You are looking at a Peterbilt 385 in the Heli farm equipment paint job with the H&S Big Dog forage box on there. And as you can see, that is a tri-axled version of this. Pretty cool detailing on. Now the tri-axle actually works because it is fixed to the down position. It will actually roll here. I will demonstrate it for you. The cab detail. And there is spare parts for this in case these mirrors on the cab break off or fall out unexpectedly. You can see the chrome visor on there as well. H&S Big Dog forge box. That's 26. quick look on the back. Alright, the next casting here is another big truck there. This time it is from Diecast Promotions by First Gear. So First Gear actually bought out Diecast Promotions to actually collaborate with it since 2021. For this truck here, you are looking at a Peterbilt 389 day cab with the Century Model 1150 rotator wrecker on there. You can see the straw details on the day cab there. And those are, I think, 6-inch or 8-inch stack details on that. And as you can see, this one is also a tri-axled casting, except this one is fixed in the raised position, so that doesn't function. However, the other axles behind function as well. And yes, this does have the rotating wrecker boom on there, and it will expand out. And there's the rope detail on there too, and you can actually function the hooks back there as seen on these, where you can actually lower the hooks and raise them up. And another one underneath. And this part there in the back for holding up the front or rear wheel of the casting of choice you want to put on there also functions. It does fold down and expand out and gets pushed back in. And you can also see the detailing of when the leg part on there is used for when they start towing out the heaviest vehicles that it can. So I'm glad it likes that. I like that detail. It's on there on both sides. The hood actually opens up and exposes the Caterpillar engine underneath there. Turbocharger and more. And front wheels up there also is functional to steer left and right. That's the Peterbilt 389 with the Century Model 1150 rotator wrecker. Let's get on with the showcase of the recent hauls that I have scored. So there's all the recent hauls that you're looking at, folks. Let's take a look at each one of them one by one, and we'll go from here. To begin our showcase, let's start off with beginning with an anniversary collection vehicle that you're looking at. This one is the 2021 Jeep Gladiator from the Jeep 80th anniversary lineup of the anniversary collection. We'll have a look at the packaging here, and I will unbox this off camera. Here's a better look of what it is about. That was how much I scored for that Gladiator. Let's get her out of the package and check it out. Alright, with that out of the package, let's have a better look. As you can see, that this is a really nice casting that Greenlight Collectibles have done. They did a good job. Although there is some minor quality issues on it, there is some fingerprints on there. Shouldn't be too terribly bad, but at least it isn't too bad. Detail wise though, as you can see on the front of the Jeep, it is a painted detail on there. We have the wheel setup on there. We'll have the door handle detail on there. So I thought I'd ask you, do you think that is the JK style door handles or the JL style door handles? If you know what they are, feel free to leave a kind comment down below. Going to the back now of the Jeep Gladiator, those are the inserted tail details on this Jeep. And you can see the painted Jeep logo on the tailgate. Really nice casting indeed. So there you go, that is the 2021 Jeep Gladiator from the Anniversary Collection. Let's have a look at the next casting. Alright, next casting up is a hobby exclusive from Greenlight Collectibles. You are now looking at a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Honcho J10 tribute. Really nice detailed packaging on this one. You can see the hobby exclusive logo on the top right. Let's have a look at the back. So here's what it looks like in the package. Now let's have a look at the casting itself as I get it out of the package off camera. Alright, here's a better look of the 2020 Jeep Gladiator J10 Honcho Tribute. This one looks a little better, even though once again there could be a minor quality issue that may arise or two. A little bit of fingerprint printing on the windows yet again. However, as you can see on the left rear, that the lettering on there is not perfectly circled. Really love the wheel setup though. I plan on adding a little extra detail on there just to blacken them out, just to look like the real Honcho J10 Tribute Jeep Gladiator. Love the gold accent on that. Taillight details, unfortunately, are a little bit darker than compared to the last one I've just showed you recently. And you can see the Jeep logo in gold as well. And look at the right side of it. as you can see, that I do see another possible quality issue on the right rear tire of it. May not be perfectly centered as well. And the front detailing, as you saw, is also the same paint job, just like the 2021 Jeep that I just showed you a moment ago. So, not bad in my opinion. Once again, just a minor quality issue on the tires though, on the left rear, which is a little bit off-centered. That's not too bad. Let's have a look at the next casting. Going to shift gears around a bit. This time we're going to go to Hot Wheels. This time you're looking at a Honda basic theme set of a 5-car set. I've decided to score 2 of the 5 there because the others seem to not satisfy my taste, but that is alright. Nothing wrong with that. To the left I have the what appears to be a mid to late 90s Honda Civic Si there on the left, and to the right of that I have the 2016 Honda Civic Type R. Let's have a look at each one as I get them out of the package off camera. Before we look into that, let's have a look at the back of the packaging of this basic theme set. Because I might get that 90 Honda Civic EF to be added to the collection as well, when I find the right time to do that. And here's a better look of the Honda Civic Si. I got plenty of castings of this kind, and I'll show that off in a few moments from now. Special thank you to Paul from the Daily Dose of showing this one off, and for the next vehicle that I have lined up for you and after a few moments as well. Really love the fine detail on this tuner, I gotta admit. Just fantastic. Just awesome. Now let's have a look at the other Civic SIs that I have in the collection. And here's a look of the other Honda Civic SIs that I have in the collection. To the left of the one I have showcased are both a couple of basics. We have that blue and black Honda Civic Si. To the right is part of a Boulevard set. And this one I custom made. There's the other Civic Si as part of the Super Street Tuners lineup of a 2-car set. And as you can see, along with it is that Ford Focus. As we continue on, before I get to this next casting that I'm going to talk about with you, Also, another special thanks to John Lamley of the Lamley Group for also showing off these castings from Hot Wheels and the castings that I'll show from Matchbox 2. So appreciate him for that, doing the honors as well. Now we're looking at the 2016 Honda Civic Type R now. Pretty cool and fine detailing on that. I love how it's beautifully done. From top to bottom and on the sides. Especially the cool tampos on there. So there you go, that is the two castings from the Honda Civic Basic set. Before I move on to show off more recent hauls and showcasing my other castings that I have in the collection, I thought I'd show off something that most other collectors out there are probably liking, and I'm glad I got one of those too. Right now you are looking at the LB Silhouette Works GT Nissan 35 GT-RR in yellow. This is a really nice Liberty Walk R35 styled super tuner. One that really stands out. I mean, just look at it. Mirrors on this is plastic. Same for the wing spoiler on there. And as you can barely see on the back, you can see the blue-tipped exhaust quads on that. This is real nice. I mean, just look at that. So there you go, that's the Nissan GT 35RR from Mini GT. Keeping the Hot Wheels theme going for a little bit longer, we're going to next take a look at the 2015 Dodge Charger SRT, part of the Hot Wheels Rescue lineup. This one is the 6th of 10 of this series. As you can see, it is in the Hot Wheels EMS Rescue Medic livery. Let's have a better look at this one out of the package. Here's a better look of it out of the package, and as you can see, at the window detailing and the light bar detail is more of a yellow-orange color to that. Does not have headlight or tail light details on there. Look at the back of the SRT. So I do plan on putting on extra detailing on there as soon as I got enough resources for that job. Let's have a look at the next casting I have lined up to showcase for you. Alright, next casting up is the newest model of 2022. I actually have the yellow one of that, but this time I have the recolor of the Nissan Z Proto from the Factory Fresh lineup, the 5th of 10 of it. Let's have a look at that one from out of the package, off camera. But first, here is a look of the first release of the Nissan Z Proto in yellow. And here's a better look of the Nissan Z Proto of the recolor, the second release of this from Hot Wheels. They did an awesome job in the detailing of that, and from the first release. Nice, cool detail on the front there. So there you go, that's the recolor of the Nissan Z Proto from Hot Wheels. Alright, switching things up and going back to Matchbox this time. Got some basics to show off for you. This time you are now looking at the Subaru SVX. That is a 95 Subaru SVX. Now this casting itself was made by the late Ryu Asada. And as you can see, this is part of the showroom set. As you can see, the spotlight detail on the card right there inside the package where the casting is. I actually have another casting of that SVX, and I'll show it to you in just a moment. And there it is, the other version of the Subaru SVX, but this time I had a little extra detailing on the front just to make it look like the real car. And here's a better look of the Subaru SVX from the front end there. Don't mind the dogs there. But that is a real nice casting made by Ryu Asada. It was beautifully done with the Spectra Flame detail on the casting itself. You can see the marker light detail on the front of that. And as I said, I plan on adding detail to it. And on the back end, beautifully done on that, and you can see the Subaru SVX license plate detailing on there. Alright, next vehicle up, you're looking at the newest casting that Matchbox decided to release. Because Paul from the Daily Dose just showed off another one of these castings just recently today. That was from the Japan Origins mix number 2. This basic that you're looking at is the 1994 Lexus LS400 as part of the Highway lineup. It was beautifully done by Matchbox, I have to admit. But let's have a better look at it from outside the package. Alright, here is the better look of the 94 Lexus LS400. Really nice classic 4-door sedan. Really fantastic details inside and out. You can see the molded Lexus emblem on the trunk lid. Beautifully done on the headlight and taillight detailing on that. And you can see the Lexus emblem on the front grille. So there you go, that is the Lexus LS400. It has actually been a while since I've last tried to find me a Cadillac casting from Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but I thought I wouldn't pass this one up. The next casting up is the 2021 Cadillac CT5V, also from the Highway series. Beautifully done on the card art of the actual Cadillac itself. But let's have a better look at the casting itself from out of the package. Alright, gonna do electric vehicle lineup this time, casting wise. You are now looking at an Audi e-tron, and as you can see, this looks more of a crossover. And I'll show you a little comparison to that, to my Matchbox e-tron. The Hot Wheels e-tron. Correction. But this one is part of the Metro lineup. Really love that card art detail on it. Let's have a better look at the casting itself out of the package. And here is a better look of the Audi e-tron crossover. This one's not too bad. I actually like that. The details are all there, which is pretty cool. Get the front end now. It is beautifully done on that. It really is. So there you go, that is the Audi e-tron. Alright, here's our comparison of the Matchbox Audi e-tron crossover compared to the Hot Wheels Audi e-tron. So here's my question for you. Which one do you like? Do you like the sedan version to the left? Or do you like that crossover to the right? If you know your favorite, please kindly leave a comment down below. So far I haven't seen any favorites yet that I thought I'd share with you, but this one, maybe not too bad. But I am sure I may come up with a better option than that. But either way, let's have a look right now of the 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E. This one is from the Highway series. Beautiful card art detail, even though the wheels are much different on the card art than compared on the casting itself. But let's have a better look at the Ford Mustang Mach-E out of the package. Alright, here is a better look of the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Love that roof detail on there. Could have been a little better. It's not bad. Beautifully done on the taillight detail. This is just real nice. Especially up front though, I gotta admit. It is just amazing. Beautifully done on that Ford Mustang Mach-E from Matchbox. Beautifully done. Next casting up is the Tesla Model X. Beautifully done on this casting overall, especially for the card art detail too. And this is from also the Highway series. Let's have a better look of the casting itself out of the package. Alrighty, here is a better look of the Tesla Model X from Matchbox. Love that clear panoramic roof detail on this. And I think the detail style on the back side of it is more than likely the Gullwing style rear doors on this. Just pretty cool, rather. Just not bad. Taillight details are spot on, and you can see the zero emissions license plate lettering on that. Pretty nice job on the front of it as well. And that is the Tesla Model X. Before we go on, let's have a better look at the 2021 Cadillac CT5V. This one is really nice. Love how it is beautifully done on that. Matchbox did an awesome job bringing Cadillac back alive. There's the CT5 license plating on the back end. That is just real nice. Especially on the front end as well. Nothing wrong with a Cadillac, especially when it's a luxury vehicle. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a new release of that, of a recolor. I'm sure there's a possibility there could. So there you go, that is the Cadillac CT5V. Alrighty, next casting up I will show off for you will be the Volkswagen EV4, or is known as the Volkswagen Electric Vehicle 4. This is a new casting. I have to admit, beautifully done on the car art and the chrome wheel details on it, as this casting is also part of the Matchbox Highway series. On the casting itself, the chrome wheels are not quite the same as on the card art. But let's have a better look at this from out of the package. Okay, here is a better look of the Volkswagen Electric Vehicle 4. Love that dark blue paint job on that. Window and roof detail is plastic. Just not too bad for a casting as it is. Nice taillight detail there, including the Volkswagen emblem there. And the front end of it as well. How about that? So there you go, that is the Volkswagen Electric Vehicle 4. Alright, last casting to go from Matchbox that I thought I'd show off for you this time. This time I have a recolor of the Mazda CX-5 and the beautiful metallic blue paint job. Beautifully done on the card art, as this is also from the MBX Highways lineup. Let's have a look at the recolored casting from out of the package. Alright, here's a better look of the Mazda CX-5 there. Pardon the dust on that. Must have been from off the packaging. But got it cleared off now. Let's have a better look at the recolor of it. So I think this is either my third or fourth one, but I'm roughly going to say this is my third one. Mazda lettering underneath the Mazda emblem. And CX5 detail on the back end of the hatch. And nice look at the front end of the Mazda CX5. Alright, we're going to shift things up again and have a look at a couple of castings from Auto World. This time you're looking at a release, first release of the new run. Before we look at that, here is what to look for of the first release of the 2022 lineup. And you're looking at the A version of the 1978 Lincoln Continental Mark V in Midnight Jade. Special thank you to Champion DJK of showing this one off. Now it is actually my turn to show it off for you there too. But I see there's a minor quality issue on the left front rim there. Overall, the casting is amazing. Let's have a better look at it out of the package. Okay, here is a better look of the 78 Lincoln Continental Mark V in the Midnight Jade. It is beautifully done with that lighting there to show off that amazing midnight jade color. Those are the hideaway headlight detail on the front of this luxury vehicle. It appears the quality issue was actually the tire on the left front. But I can easily fix that. Otherwise, this is a really great casting. And here's a look at the back end of the Lincoln Continental Mark V. It is beautifully done. I would have thought of picking up the Jubilee Gold version. That would be the B version of this casting. I'm pretty sure they're probably long gone now, and it'll make it a little hard to find, but that is okay. Maybe I'll find it when I do a little hunting. So there you go. That is the 78 Lincoln Continental Mark V. And I got one more Auto World casting lined up for you, also from the 2022 first release. And you're looking at the A version of the 2019 Nicky Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE in black. This is a very, very cool casting, and this is actually a favorite. And I gotta admit, it is just fantastic. And as you can see on the premium facts, it says that these Nicky Performance Chevy Camaros made 650 horsepower, and they offer the stage 1, 2, and 3 configurations. But I gotta admit though, it is just fantastic, especially on the card art. Let's have a better look at this Camaro out of the package. Alright, look at that casting now. That is just awesome. So you are once again looking at the 2019 Nicky Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE in black. And that would be the A version. I have to admit though, it is beautifully done of how Outer World did it. It was just awesome. You can see the ZL1 on the hood detail on the cowl. I think there may be that Nikki lettering on the rear fenders on that. Boy, beautifully done. And here's the back detail of that Camaro. And as I've said, folks, this is definitely a favorite. Alrighty, the next 3 castings I'll have lined up for you is the recent ones that were shown off by Champion DJK, and I have to thank him for showing those off. And now it is my turn. We are now looking at the All-Terrain Series number 13, and this is the 2020 Chevy Silverado RST Rally Edition 4x4. Beautifully done on this truck. As you can see, the mountain detail of what looks to be somewhat like a all-terrain kind of style theme to it. But I have to admit, that is just amazing. Let's have a look at the casting itself from out of the package. Alright, a better look at the 2020 Chevy Silverado RST Rally Edition. This one is beautifully done. I noticed after I took it out of the package that there is a little bit of fuzz on the right front. I can easily fix that. But otherwise, all the details are pretty much spot on for this truck. I gotta admit though, just amazing. Silverado lettering on the front fenders there. 4x4 lettering on the back, on the bed sides, and even the painted taillight detailing and lettering on the tailgate. That is just beautifully done on this. So there you go, that is the 2020 Chevy Silverado RST Rally Edition. Alright, we'll look at a couple of castings from the Hot Pursuit lineup, also from Greenlight Collectibles, this time from Series 41. Champion DJK also showed these off, so thank you to him for that, and now it's my turn to show them off. First one we're going to take a look at is the Florida Highway Patrol State Trooper 2021 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. Let's have a better look at this casting from out of the package next. Alright, here's a better look of the Florida Highway Patrol 2021 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. This is beautifully done. Kudos to Greenlight Collectibles for doing an awesome job making this. I have not detected any minor quality issues on there, with the exception, I think the right side headlight might be a bit off. Just a little bit. At least I'm glad. I love how it stands out though, otherwise. And this one is car 722 for the Florida Highway Patrol, as it will show on the rear plate on the back as we're getting there now. Beautifully done on that squad. So there you go, that is the Florida Highway Patrol 2021 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. And here's the next casting up from Series 41 of the Hot Pursuit lineup from Greenlight Collectibles. Now you are looking at the 2018 Ram 1500 of the Indiana State Police State Trooper. Let's have a look at this pickup out of the package. I'll also note too that Champion DJK also showed off this Ram as well. I actually like that one, and I'm so glad I scored this one too, and I think it really ain't too bad. Well, let's have a better look at this 2018 Ram 1500 right now for the Indiana State Police. This one is truck 4286. There's a little bit of a minor paint chip there on the left front over by the inserted headlight detail there. I can easily fix that. A little bit of a minor wave on the LED light bar detail. Overall, it ain't too bad. And the painted taillight detail on the back end, including the State Trooper lettering on the American flag logo, plus the 4286, the license plate for that truck. So there's a third brake light as well for this Ram. So that is beautifully done, and I actually like it. Alright, last casting up from Greenlight Collectibles, this time from the Fire and Rescue series, this time from Series 2. Champion DJK also showed off that one, but I decided I thought I'd get this one. I thought about getting another one of that series, but I'm sure there's probably going to be more that I may be interested in. We will take a look at the 2020 Chevy Silverado Z71 of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Fire Department. This one is Battalion Chief 1, as you can see there. Let's have a better look at this truck out of the package. And here's a better look of the 2020 Chevy Silverado Z71 of Philadelphia Fire Department Battalion Chief 1. There is a quality issue on the light bar, as you can see that it is not properly centered, but it is centered on its right side then compared on the left. Also, for this casting, it also has the removable bed cap to reveal the bed there. These are done on that. All painted detail on the head and taillights on this. Otherwise, overall, the truck itself is not too bad, but once again, a quality issue on the LED light bar detail. And I thought I'd save this for the best for last. We will also have a look to conclude this video of a trio of the 50th anniversary of the Nissan GT-Rs from Aerocar. As you can see, the trio that I scored here are the USA Limited versions there, as they are 1,200 pieces of these made. They also come in a carded little box to store these castings away. And they also have the hood and door details that actually open up. Let's have a look at the trio from out of the packages. Alrighty, I have the trio out, so let's have a good look at each one. To the one on the left is the pearl white GTR R35, as they are each of the 50th anniversary edition. That one's beautifully done, I have to admit though. In the middle there, that one is in Bayside Blue with the white stripe. And to the right is the one in Super Silver. Gotta admit, those are really awesome GTRs in the 50th anniversary. And this is actually the first time that I've actually scored something other than the other brands I'm familiar with. But I gotta admit, from Aerocar, this is definitely the first time I'll ever get to see, especially for castings like these. Now I do plan on finding more of these, probably when I'm on the hunt. And yep, as I said, those have the opening hoods and the opening doors on that. So that will conclude our recent hauls and the showcasing that I thought I'd share with you today. I hope you enjoyed them all. Do you see any of your favorites that you might like to add to your die-cast collection? Let me know in the comments section down below. With that, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Happy die-cast hunting, and have fun.